social study class for today. It's my pleasure welcoming you to our class for today. Thank you for always dropping by on the channel to be part of our class. In our social study class, the previous series we put was on drug abuse, and it was about 4 classes that we took, those classes on drug abuse. Please, if you have not watched classes on drug abuse, go watch them. They are going to help you understand the topic we are going to enter today. And the topic we are entering today will still take some series too, like we have in drug abuse. And so today we are going to talk about drug trafficking, still on drug. The other one was drug abuse. Now let's look at drug trafficking. In the course of our class for today, we're going to look at 2 objectives. What is drug trafficking, and then reasons why people go into drug trafficking. Those are the 2 key areas we're going to look into. And so we'll take the first objective, which is drug trafficking. What is the meaning of drug trafficking? Drug trafficking, this is the illegal carrying about of hard or dangerous drugs. The illegal carrying of hard drugs, dangerous drugs, from point of production to where they are consumed, both locally and internationally. Such drugs include cocaine, heroin, marijuana, and others you can think of. It includes exporting and importing of these dangerous drugs, and it includes planting and growing of these dangerous substances or drugs. Then it equally includes you transporting or selling these dangerous or harmful drugs. So when you talk about drug trafficking, it don't just mean those who are importing it into the company or country, or those exporting it out of the country. It includes those who plant and grow it. It includes those who import and export it. It includes those who transport and sell it. So whichever categories you fall into, and you are into these harmful drugs, these dangerous drugs, these illegal drugs, these harmful drugs that by law it is already banned, that means you are doing drug trafficking. So it has to do, the key point is it's illegal way of bringing in harmful drugs. Illegal carrying. The first key point is illegal carrying of hard or dangerous drugs from point of production to point of consumption. It can be done internationally or locally. For those who do marijuana, commonly known as Igbo, it can be done locally. For those who do cocaine and do heroin, it can be done internationally because you have to export and import these harmful drugs. So drug trafficking has to do with illegal carrying of harmful drugs from point of production to point of consumption. It can be done internationally, it can be done locally, it can be transported from one place to another. All of these are referred to as illegal drug trafficking. So if you have hands in any of these kind of carrying of harmful drugs or illegal carrying of harmful drugs, it is drug trafficking and it is wrong. So we have several aspects one is involved, whether the importation, the exportation, the carrying, the selling, the growing, the planting. It is part of drug trafficking. And this kind of abusing drug or carrying drug is prohibited by law. That's why we call it drug trafficking. because the law does not allow it. Whoever gets involved in it is going against the law of the land, and the law can catch up with the individual. This kind of activity is punishable under the law. So any drug trafficker, any drug importer or exporter, dangerous drugs, take note, not just drugs, dangerous drugs, harmful drugs, banned drugs, is going against the law of the land. Now we have seen what is drug trafficking. That is the illegal carrying of harmful drugs, dangerous drugs, from point of consumption, point of production to point of consumption. Now the second objective is reasons for trafficking drugs. What are some of the reasons people come up that they say make them to carry drugs? Why do they go into drug trafficking? We are going to see a number of reasons why people just tend go into trafficking drugs. Let's see whether those reasons are cogent enough for an individual to go into drug. Let us see reasons why some people say they go into drug trafficking. And let's see whether they are cogent reasons for one to do that. One, poverty. They say because they are poor, because they want to improve their standard of living, and drugs seems to be the quick way to exit poverty, and so they do drugs. And so if they see somebody that takes them out of poverty, introduce them into drugs, and they see that money they are looking for, they feel that is a way, exit point to poverty. So they give excuses that because I am poor, I don't have any other option than to take myself out of poverty, so I went into drugs. That is one reason. But do we allow poverty to take us into illegal activity? Of course not. Poverty should not take us into illegal activity. Instead, look for something that is not illegal that you can get involved in to take you out of poverty. So poverty is one reason why people say they go into drug trafficking. But me, I don't consent to that belief that because you are poor, you go into drug. Are all poor people going into drug trafficking? And people are taking themselves out of poverty from other things, other legal activity, not illegal, legal activities. Next one is ignorance. Most of these individuals that are caught trafficking drugs tell you they don't know it's against the law. They just think it's just a business. They are not aware that it's an illegal kind of business. So they are ignorant of the law. They are ignorant of activities that goes around drug trafficking. And so for that, they just do it as a normal everyday business. So if you tell them it's illegal, they claim ignorance of it. They say they don't know. Alright, another one is greed. Some persons want to cut edges. They see people making it big, and so they covet. They are greedy. They want to get to where those people have gotten to. They don't mind what they have to do to get to where they are. Envy, jealousy leads them to go into drug trafficking to make big money, to arrive earlier than they are supposed to. And so greed, jealousy, covetousness, acts of I want to get to where that person have gotten to, but there is no way I can do it. I do drug, I make it big, and then live the big life I wish to. Influence of friends. You see, some persons interact, associate with the wrong kind of persons. If you associate with drug trafficker and you are poor or you don't have anything to do, you see that your friend can influence you. Your associate matters a lot. If you remember in our drug abuse class, you see that majority of young ones who abuse drugs are influenced by their friends. So also those who go into drug trafficking, and they got introduced by their friends who are drug traffickers. And so they tell them that's the shortest way to make money. That's how I make my money. So come, let me show you how to do it. And so their friend drag them into doing such thing. Be careful the kind of friends you keep, and be watchful the people that are your associates. Then joblessness. no job anywhere. And so because there is no job, people tend to do whatever they see to put food on their table. So if they can do anything to put food on their table, they can go carry out. Some feel that since there is no job anywhere, they can do whichever job, whichever thing that can put money on the table for them. So they go into drug trafficking. Some persons, they buy them over to do this job. They pay them to do this job. So they feel, this is my job for now. Since there is no employment anywhere, some don't have a skill. Some don't have a job. They want to put food on their table. They want to be financially free. They want to have the average standard of living. And so they go into drug trafficking as a source of job creation for them. Then laziness. Some don't want to put in the hard work. They have skill, they don't want to develop it. They have job, they want to be ghost workers. They don't want to start small and grow big. They are just lazy, they want the easy way out. And so since they want the easy way out, and friends introduce them to drugs, and they see the big money in drugs, they just carry their laziness into drug. And then they start trafficking drugs. So these are some of the reasons why people say they do drug trafficking. 1, poverty. 2, ignorance. 3, greed. 4, influence of friends. 5, joblessness. Then the 6th one is laziness. There may be other points. There are other points. If you know of any reason why people do drug trafficking, give me comment below the comment box. That will be point 7, point 8, point 9, point 10, depending on the number of response I get from people. So comment below the comment box. Give me more reason why people go into drug trafficking. Then, in our class for today, we've been able to cover objectives. We've seen the meaning of drug trafficking, illegal carrying of harmful or dangerous drugs that it's not acceptable by the law. And then we have seen reasons why people do drug trafficking. So go over the video again and again. Watch our classes on drug abuse. We'll still have part 2. This is going to be part 1 of drug trafficking. We'll have part 2 of drug trafficking. So please follow us on this journey and always watch and rewatch. Let learning be part of you. Thank you for dropping by on the channel. If you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button so that when we upload a new video, you will be the first to notify. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for returning. Please share the videos. Parents, download it for your children. Invite your friends to be part of this community. We are almost at the 2K subscribers. Let's make it fast. Let's get to the 2K subscribers. These are community. Let's make it great. Thank you to my numerous subscribers from all over the world. Thank you for always coming by on this channel.